Now, Brigadier General Yossi Kuperwasser joins us, former Chief Research Division, IDF. Appreciate your joining us, General. What's your assessment at the moment of Israel's limited ground operation into Lebanon? Can it remain limited? And what does limited mean, sir?
Well, the limited ground operation of Israel into Lebanon is meant to take care of the infrastructure that Hezbollah has prepared along the border in order to make it possible for the terror group to launch an invasion of Israel north, as they call it, taking over of the Galilee. And they have prepared a lot of hideouts and tunnels and all kinds of infrastructure that would enable them to carry out these terror attacks. And the purpose of the attack, the Israeli invasion, is to make sure that we destroy all this infrastructure.
But, you know, Israel...
The wider goal is to, by doing that, is to allow the population of the northern communities along the border with Lebanon, the Israeli communities, to come back to their homes safely.
But General, Israel has entered Lebanon before 2006, the last time, and it was not very successful, certainly not successful in finishing the Hezbollah. If anything, the Hezbollah appeared to get even more empowered after that last ground invasion. What's different this time?
No, we don't believe that this is going to finish Hezbollah. We just want to uproot the infrastructure they have built along the border. That's that is the purpose of this operation. At the same time, we are exerting a big effort in trying to degrade Hezbollah's capabilities, both its leadership and its lower-level operatives, and its cache of arms and storage of arsenal of arms all over Lebanon, in Beirut, in the Bekaa Valley, in the south, in other places, so that it will be less capable of fighting against us. We made considerable progress in that. We eliminated the leaders of Hezbollah, but still Hezbollah is a big organization, and they are still able to operate against Israel and launch rockets and carry out operations, terror operations against Israel.
But the reason I'm asking you this, sir, is in the past, Israel has been bogged down for years as an occupying force at times in Lebanon. Is there a risk of that happening this time? Could Israel simply go in, as you say, have limited operations and come out?
Well, everything can happen, but this is not the purpose. This is not the idea. The idea is, for the time being, is to enter Lebanon, take care of the infrastructure of Hezbollah in a limited operation from this points of view of size and duration, and go back to Israeli territory. That's the purpose of this operation. In the future, if there's a necessity to enter Lebanon and to stay there for a longer period of time before we can reach some sort of arrangement that guarantees the safety of the Israeli population along the border, then we might enter for a longer period. But this is not the purpose of this limited operation.
General, the real fear, of course, is the real threat of Iran, Brigadier General, getting involved in this war. We're already being told there are reports of missile strikes possibly from Iran that could happen in the next 24 hours. Is there a real threat you see of Iran now getting directly involved in this war?
Yes, unfortunately, the Iranians feel obliged to intervene, and they take a lot of risks here, but they are risking us too. This is another expression of how dangerous this regime in Iran is. Last time they launched 350 projectiles in our direction. This was back in April. And now, I don't know what they're planning exactly, but they're planning to do something similar. They were trying to do something more sophisticated, but they failed. So now they are again using brute force against us. And I hope the results are going to be at least as good as they were in April. But you never know what's going to happen. So we have to be prepared and on full alert to face this Iranian attack that is imminent.
If I may ask you, what really then, General, is Israel's end game? The escalation seems inevitable. What really can be done for a de-escalation? What will it require to de-escalate what we are seeing happening in the last few days?
Well, I think what needs to be achieved is that for Iran and its axis of evil in the Middle East to understand that they cannot win a war against Israel, and the price they are paying for that is very heavy. And that's why they should rather stop trying to launch wars against Israel. And I hope this will be achievable with the release of our 101 hostages still in captivity in Gaza, and that the regime in Gaza would be replaced from a regime governed by the Hamas terror organization to a regime that would be characterized by peace-loving people that really care about their well-being and not about destroying Israel. That is the end game that we are looking for.
Okay. General Kuperwasser, for joining me there from Tel Aviv, I appreciate you joining me there here on the news today. Thank you so much.